Do you find it hard setting goals for the new year, or do you find it hard achieving the goals that you actually set? Over the past 4 years, by trial and error, I've been able to solidify and develop a 4-step strategy towards achieving my goals. And with this strategy, I've been able to achieve most of my 2022 goals. And today I want to share this strategy with you all so you can actually use it to set your goals and know how to actually achieve your goals. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Toby and I film career related videos, finance related videos, lifestyle, and just sharing my journey towards my definition of success. Please don't forget to smash that like button for me, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. I just wanted to start off by saying that for me, when it comes to goal setting, I believe there should be no rules. Like, people should just do what works for them. There are so many goal setting frameworks out there and you can use them, but you don't have to follow them to the T. You can tweak them and just do what works for you. I see those frameworks as just guides. They're actually guides to help you. You don't have to do the exact thing the framework says you should do. And most times I feel like people get so overwhelmed with the frameworks. As long as you're able to get from point A to point B, that's all that matters. Just achieve your goal. The first strategy I want to talk about, the first one I use, is to actually choose a focus for the quarter or for the year. Some people set yearly goals, some people break it down into quarterly goals. Whatever it is, just choose a focus. For me, I personally don't like chasing multiple, like, let me say 8 goals at once. I might have 8 goals, but I really have a focus for that year. I don't like chasing multiple goals at once because it's just going to distract me. If I'm trying to chase goals in different aspects of my life at once and I'm not prioritizing them, then I'm just going to be distracted and pulled in different directions. I'm someone that just personally believes in seasons. I feel like there's a season for everything. So maybe this particular year, your season might be your career. I'll just give an example. For 2022, my major focus was my career. I had other goals in other areas of my life, like fitness, even content creation. I had other goals in my life, but my major focus was my career, and I actually remained laser focused on that, and I was able to even surpass my goals with that, and I was still able to meet my other areas. But I knew that my career was my main focus, so I gave that priority over other goals. Different goals have their different positions in your life. One thing I do under this is that I have a quote for the year. As I mentioned, I have a focus for the year, so I have a quote for the year. And don't get me wrong, when I have a focus for the year, the other areas of my life actually do well and I still hit those other goals, but I have my major focus, which is what I really want. I'm just going to read the quotes that I had for 2022 so I can talk about it. I said, I badly want to get a solid product management job within the next 5 months so I can have a strong foundation, strong income, and focus on achieving other goals as a creator and explore other non-work related avenues next year based on solidifying my main focus, which is my career and my main stream of income. That's one thing we need to think about. Like, everyone is very different. It doesn't mean your focus has to be your career, but I know what I want for the next 5 years of my life, and just looking at it, it's like, if I hit my career goals, it will actually help me to hit those other goals. With being a creator, I'll have enough money or enough income that I want to even fund my other side hustles, fund the other things that I want to do, fund my YouTube channel, etc. So sometimes that major goal that you're focusing on might even help you towards achieving your other goals. That's one thing that my career goal has helped me to do, and that's why I had this statement. And as I mentioned, this was just me prioritizing my career related goals, as I even saw that if I prioritize those goals, it will help me and aid me towards achieving the other goals that are non-career related. So sometimes that happens. So I feel like your goals are not really equal. For some people, their goals might be equal, but that's what I mean. It just depends on what you want. If you see what you want long term, in the next 5 years, in the next 3 years, there might be some things that would actually move the needle more than other things. So I think you should mainly focus on those things that move the needle more. And there might be some things that if you're able to achieve them, it would actually help you towards achieving other things or other goals that you want. So it's just smarter to focus on those things. The second one is related to knowing what you want, basically crafting your goals. And when you do that, the first thing I'll say is that please don't do it based on social media, because that's the number one way, or that's like why people lose motivation towards working towards a goal. They might have, oh, this is my goal for 2023. In the next 2 months, they've lost motivation, or they're not able to focus on it, or they've just even lost interest. It's just because most times they don't really know why they want that goal. It might just be something like, oh, I want it because somebody else wants to achieve that goal. So it might be a good thing or a nice to have for me, and you just put it on your goal sheet. No, you should actually know what you really want and know the why behind your goal. It will really help you and motivate you towards achieving your goal. The next one is to try and be specific. I know there's like the SMART goal framework, and sometimes it can be difficult to really make a SMART goal, like hit all those things. And I feel like sometimes people get so overwhelmed with that they don't now set goals. One way to make it easier for you, because I believe, as I mentioned, with goal setting, like just do what works for you. So one way to make it easier for you is just, if you want a goal, if you have a goal that you're thinking of writing, define what success looks like at the end, because that's the whole purpose of that SMART goal, especially when it comes to being specific and even time bound and things like that. It's like, and measurable, basically. Like, what does success look like at the end? For example, maybe I have a goal of losing weight. It's not specific enough, but I might just have that goal and I don't want to like make it specific, make it measurable, make time bound, all of that. I don't want to like fit everything in those smarts, like SMART areas, and it makes me overwhelmed and all of that. I would just ask myself, what does success look like at the end of the year? If it's not end of the year, maybe I want to lose weight because I am going on a trip in July. I can ask myself, so what does success look like at the end of June? So at the end of June, success will look like me fitting into my old clothes. Maybe there's a particular jeans I had in the past and I feel like, oh my goodness, if I fit into that, then I am good. I've achieved that goal. That's what I want when I mean I want to lose weight. I don't want to think about losing 10 kg. I don't want to think about losing 20 kg. Some other people might want to think about like measuring it in that way, like, oh, I must lose 20 kg at the end of the year. I must lose 10 kg at the end of the year. But my own success might just be like, oh, success looks like me fitting into my Zara jeans. And with that, you'll be able to know whether you hit it or whether you didn't hit it. Basically, if you're able to fit into it, yes, you hit your goal. If you're not able to fit into it, you didn't hit it. And you might already be on the way, but you just didn't hit that goal, but you were actually on the right track, and that is okay. Before I move to the next one, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm actually refining a Notion template for 2023 goal setting, and you can use this any year, like 2023, 2024, 2025. I'm refining that template and I'll definitely make it available so we can all smash our 2023 goals together. I'll try to make it available before 2023 actually starts. So please, if you're interested in it, use the link in my description box to sign up so you're the first to know when it's actually ready and out. I can't wait to share it with you because it's going to really guide you and help you towards achieving your 2023 goals. Let's smash those goals together. Third strategy is related to execution. I feel like a lot of times people set goals, but they don't know they're just doing wishful thinking. It's literally just wishful thinking, and they're not even ready to carve out the time or set out the time to actually work on those goals. You can't just write something on a paper and say you want to achieve that, except writing a wish. You can write a wish, do as you please, but if you really want to work on something and achieve a goal, you have to work for it. You have to have a plan towards achieving it, have a plan towards getting from step A to, or rather from point A to point B. A lot of times people leave guesswork, so you should actually try and eliminate the guesswork. So look at point A, where you're at now, and look at where you want to be point B, and figure out a strategy or plan that will get you from point A to point B. There's some times where you want to be is not something you're familiar with, or is a space that you're not familiar with. Then do your research. Take out the time to do the research. You can study people that have gone through that position before, or that process before, to get to point B. You might not know them closely, but just study them and look at the things they did. You can reach out to people on LinkedIn if it's related to your career. There's sometimes that people break their goals into like process goals and outcome goals. Outcome goal is what you want at the end, and as I mentioned, most times there's some things that are beyond your control and there's some things that are within your control, and the things within your control can be like process goals, but just know things and steps that you need to do. Sometimes it can be habits that you need to start doing daily, monthly, etc. And there can be steps or things that you have to be committed to do. For example, if you want a new job, you need to create the time to maybe do a resume review with someone that is in that field, or someone that has years of experience in that field, or get a career coach. There are just some steps that you need to take towards achieving that. A habit can be practicing for your interview every week. Maybe 1 hour every week you must practice for your interview. That can be a habit. And those ones are within your control. So sometimes people call them like process goals, because there are ways, like processes you need to get from point A to point B. And there are some goals and some steps under those mini goals that require more time. There are things that require less time. And that brings me to my next point, which is still under this execution strategy. The next point is that when you have your goals, so as I mentioned, you should prioritize your goals, things you really want to focus on. So when you have those ones and you want to break them down into like mini goals or steps or habits or things that you have to do to actually accomplish those goals, like the process is, I think you should prioritize it based on impacts and efforts. So if you have something that has less effort, more impact, work on that and make sure it's your major focus. Make sure you're prioritizing it over something that has less impact and more effort, because that's a quick win for you. It can build your momentum. It can even allow you to achieve your goal faster. If you do things that require more effort and have less impacts, you might still achieve your goal, but it might take you longer. And also thinking about it as a map. With a map, if you want to get to a destination, there can be different ways or different routes that you can use to get to your destination. So thinking of that, you can actually find a way to get there more efficiently. So if you have that way, then just do it. The fourth strategy I wanted to talk about was just reflection. A lot of times people set goals and they actually don't reflect on it. Or when they even reflect or just look back, they're just like, oh my goodness, I'm not achieving this goal. Should I cancel it? Should I remove it? And they just leave it or even get disappointed. I don't think you should do that. What I do personally is that every month I go over my goals. And you can do this every quarter. You don't have to do it every month. And if there are things that are applicable, like things that I'm meant to be on track with for that month, then I look at it and I kind of like color code them. I put red, yellow, green, which you probably understand what it means. So let me start with green. So green is more of like a lead indicator that, okay, yeah, I'm on the way to achieving this goal. I'm doing everything that I can within my control towards achieving this goal. Yellow means that, okay, I need to focus more. I need to prioritize this. And it's just like a lagging indicator that, okay, you're not really on track. Maybe by June, if you really want to achieve this goal, you should be in this, like you should be 50% there. But right now I am 30% there. So it just makes me know that, okay, should I prioritize this? I need to maybe focus on this more. Red for me means that I need to either get help, pivot, or reflect on that goal. And it is okay to change your goals. Things happen during the year that you're like, oh, I might be interested in something in the beginning of the year, and maybe mid-year I'm like, I don't think I want it again. Don't forget to sign up using the link in my description box. This link would sign you up to my easy to use goal setting templates that would help you in 2023. I'm still refining it, and once it's out, you'll be able to know how to get access to this amazing template. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to smash the like button for me, hit the subscribe button, share this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.